Actium. We need to get 1,000 people. We can always replay it at the hardest difficulty. Do you want to see me suffer, Tana? That is how you see me suffer. I struggled with the normal difficulty. What the heck is this mission? This is another mission that probably just doesn't work in the remake. We need 1,000 pops and 50.
O noble Pharaoh, Cleopatra the Seventh, consort of Caesar and now Antony, the destiny of Egypt is in your hands. But your hands now nest in those of a Roman, Mark Antony, and he is deeply embroiled in the struggle for control of Rome and its legions. Needing Egypt's inestimable resources, but also desiring your love and affection, Antony agreed to your demand of marriage. Unfortunately,
can't I just, like, build a row of houses and throw money at the problem and win? Like, I'm understanding this right? I need 1,000 people and, like, kingdom rating of 50.
The polygamous ways of Antony, this relationship has become severely strained. Octavian feels that Antony has slurred not only the honor of his sister and his family, but the prestige of Rome as well. To settle this matter of honor, and to bring to an end the struggle for ultimate control of Rome, Octavian has duly challenged your lover, Antony, to do battle. With this in mind, Antony, accompanied by you and your Egyptian fleet, has found a location on the Greek mainland near Actium for a camp. The site offers a good harbor, with many potential berths for your ships. You must quickly build up your military, especially the naval.
Build up your military.
Octavian has vowed to return in September of the year 31. Now your
September of the year 31.
As well as the fate of Egypt and Rome depend once again upon the performance of military might.
Yeah. Military might. Mm-hmm. Only gave me 5 kingdom rating. I just win this, right? I mean, I can put water down. I might need some water. Genius! Oh man!
Have been scattered to the four winds. Romans impatiently await the triumphant return of Antony and Cleopatra. Hand in hand, Rome and Alexandria will rule for many more generations.
So, how about you play it as intended? I did play as intended. I won the mission, though. I don't know how I could do this mission any other way. Like, even if I played it normally, I would get to the 1,000 people so fast. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. And I'm going to try not to just immediately win. Oh, that's so cool. Huh, that's really interesting. All right, let's go in. Let's go in and do that again. You just don't understand my genius for tactics, okay? You just don't get it. Alright, so I feel like it should be like 8,000 people. It should probably, even if it's a combat-based mission, it should still at least be like 2,000, at least. And the other thing is that it needs like prosperity requirements. It needs other requirements than just the kingdom rating. That's what. So I've tried to cheese a couple of these buggy, broken missions in the remake a couple of times, and the only thing that stopped me from doing that was the prosperity. So this mission would definitely need a prosperity requirement to prevent you from doing that. But let's see. So I have to survive until what year?
To settle this matter of honor and to bring to an end the struggle for ultimate control of Rome, Octavian has
I know it said somewhere.
Antony to do battle. With this in mind, Antony, accompanied by you and your Egyptian fleet, has found a location on the Greek mainland near Actium for a camp. The site offers a good harbor with many potential berths for your ships. You must quickly build up your military, especially the naval arm. Octavian has vowed to return in September of the year 31.
September of the year 31.
As well as the fate of Egypt and Rome, depend once again.
So that gives me 4 years. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. So we have hunting lodges. Oh, that's so good. Oh, hunting lodges are so good in this game. Do we have woodcutters? Yes. Yes. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be wood, and it's going to be game meat. I assume we have people we can trade with. Alexandria buys wood and composite bows. Okay, composite bows. Yes. We want to get a industry of composite bows and wood going. And we also want to get a navy. Okay. So we're not going to go nuts on the housing because we'll just immediately win the game. Let's do something like this. We're going to put a granary over here. We may go into debt. I'm willing to risk that. That'll lower my kingdom rating, right? Which means I'll be less likely to just immediately win. I need to move this back a little bit. I need to move it like there. Put the bazaar there. We'll put the firehouse, architect's post there. So we have 2 of those. That'll be good. And then we want woodcutters. Can we? Oh wait, that's right. This isn't Caesar 3. We don't have to put woodcutters right next to the trees. Okay, I forgot about that little detail. We want 4 woodcutters, a storage yard for wood, and composite bows. We may have to sell some wood before we start doing that. Let's go ahead and get our dock going. That. Fire risk, collapse risk. Okay. All right, let's unpause. So we literally only have one trader, and it's Alexandria. More may open up, but this is a very short mission, so maybe not. It may just be Alexandria that we trade with. But we're going to want a pretty expansive navy, and we're going to want at least a small army for defense. Preferably composite bow archers. Seems to be what the game wants. The thing that bothers me is that we're going to be at a really high risk of just accidentally winning the game. So that's something that I'm definitely going to have to be aware of. I may have to delete some houses. Yeah, we're going to want some warships, but warships are expensive. So we want to be a little bit careful with that. Let's build a shipwright here. Okay, our hunters are going nuts. That's great. Our woodcutters are going nuts. That's also great. I mean, we could just go nuts with the Navy. We have a worker shortage right now, though. We need to get some food in so that we can actually get some pops. Also, Ra is the only god. I'm actually 100% okay with that. And we can't build any entertainment. Okay. Alright, so really all we need is a physician to keep people healthy. Okay, we can start selling wood. I'm gonna sell when we're over 400 wood. I could just straight up start making composite bows and start making some money. Maybe I'll start working on that. No, just build like 2 bowyers. Start making me some composite bows. We're going to need more woodcutters. We're not cutting enough wood. I wonder how it compares to the original. I don't know. I've never gotten this far in Pharaoh, so I couldn't tell you. So we have lots of game meat. We're just waiting for the market worker to walk the right way. She literally just has to walk down this way. We also have no way to get desirability. Ooh. That could actually be a bit of a problem. I mean, I guess when you're not having to upgrade to a super high level, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we still need employees. We're getting there, though. So you build a market at the end of the house for not to begin. Look, I wanted to put it close to the market. It's fine. Alright, we need to build a bunch of warship wharves. A bunch of warship wharves. Start getting that navy built. That might be a bit of a problem. Let's do that. That way they have easier access to housing. Now, one thing that could be kind of problematic, because I'm playing this off of the mission select screen and not like in the succession of the game, I don't have access to my salary. So if my kingdom rating starts going down, it could be problematic. Do we need another temple to Ra? Here? That's fine. I could also put a couple of actually, I could do shrines for desirability. So that's one thing I could do. I mean, there's workarounds to that. I could just beg Ra for help, although I'd have to build a bunch of temples to get him to work. But we'll see what we can do with this. I just have to be really careful I don't break out over that 1,000 population. That's a crazy small amount of population. Okay, we should start selling wood.
You're as dangerous as a crocodile, ready to... I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
And we're also going to build an archer fort. I mean, no, don't be stupid. Put it out here. What's kingdom rating needed? 50. 50. So as long as I don't lose any, it should be fine. And if I lose a little bit, it might still be okay. But we'll see what happens. Mostly this is just to encounter the big battle, right? There's a big battle in 5 years. I want to fight the big battle. After I fight the big battle, then it'll be fine. It won't matter anymore. 85 kingdom rating? I don't know about that. That seems like a bit much. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world if we lose a little bit of kingdom rating. All that means is that we won't be able to accidentally win the mission. Not that that would ever happen. Water supply in the bazaar. Get rid of that. And a temple to Ra. There. I feel like these houses not getting enough pops is a problem, but I also don't really want to move my my bazaar because I'm stubborn like that. Okay. Yeah, this mission might be too easy. The fact that I'm sitting here like trying to focus on how not to win the mission. Like I keep sitting here thinking, "Oh, I just need to build more houses," but I can't build too many houses or I'll just accidentally win the mission. It's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem. I have gatehouses and walls. It doesn't really help me much. Okay. Once we equip all of our archers with composite bows, we can start selling composite bows. That'll be pretty nice. Yeah, I guess we just really have to use shrines for desirability. Shrines need road access. That shows you how often I actually use shrines in this game. I mean, technically we should, like, Ross should be loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, he's loving it. He's like, man, you have 4 temples? Then you wonder why your gods aren't happy. Obviously, it's because I don't have enough temples, usually. Alright, do we need to build... We probably need to build more woodcutters. We have a little bit of unemployment now. That's pretty neat. It's so expensive. Okay, let's build a couple more woodcutters. Seem to be jealous of each other, so if one of them has way more temples and shrines than the others, they won't be unhappy. That is correct. The only exception would be the patron god. At least in Pharaoh, where you have a patron god. If... Sure. You could take the only thing that's making me money. Why not? But yeah, if you have like 2 temples to your patron god, 1 temple, or no, let's extrapolate that a little bit higher. Let's say you have 4 temples to your patron god, 2 temples to a secondary god, and 1 temple to another secondary god. The one that has the 1 temple will get mad. You generally want to distribute your temples evenly between your secondary deities while having just a little bit more for your patron god, generally speaking. Well, I am broke. Hopefully Alexandria sends me many goodies for the wood that I just gave them, because I needed that wood to make money. And now I don't have that wood. But I do have 800 population. Oh good! I can buy grain. That thing that I'm not buying. Thank you. I appreciate it. Does anyone remember what year I was going to be attacked in? Was it the September of the year 31? That sounds like it's right. So, do I build more pops? So here's my fear, right? My kingdom rating has gone down to 49, which is fine. That means I will no longer lose if I go over 1,000 pops. I mean, who the heck cares, right? Even if I win, I can just, like, continue playing. So why am I even obsessing over this? No... The game... The remake doesn't like it when you fulfill requests for Pharaoh. I don't know why that's the case, but... it doesn't seem to do anything for reputation. Unless the request specifically says that... it improved your kingdom rating. It doesn't improve your kingdom rating. So I could build a dynasty mansion. I don't really want to. Realistically speaking, this mission is just busted. This mission does not work as intended. It probably never has. It probably never will. Here, we'll build a couple shrines. There we go. Okay. So we are horribly in debt. It'd be great if one of these traders could come and buy a bunch of wood. Tell me wood is worth money. Okay, wood is worth money. I was a little bit worried. I was concerned. I didn't want it to pull a marble like the last mission. That would have been obnoxious. Suddenly, what is worth absolutely nothing? Haha. Alright, 1,000 people call this place home. It doesn't matter though. If our kingdom rating jumps and we suddenly win the mission, then I'll just play until the big battle happens. And then we'll probably... Well, it's probably not looking very good at this point. We probably need a lot more ships. But we'll see what happens. %26 unemployment. Nice. Okay. So I'd like to start on another fort. Another fort of archers. But how? How am I getting copper, game? Am I importing copper? Let's not talk about this, chat. Let's not talk about this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about my economy. Mm-mm. What's that? Copper is ridiculously expensive and you don't have the money to import it? No, it's fine. You know, it'd be great if we go to export game meat. These are the only 2 trade routes that I have. Okay. The good news is, you know, technically, we could export these composite bows. Composite bows are really expensive. So we could do that. For a bit of an injection of money. Yeah. Again, it's only really worth it to export composite bows if you have a source of wood. If you don't have a source of wood, you're importing it for 225, and you're only getting... I mean, I guess you're getting 100 out of it. That's not that bad. But composite bows are a remake resource. So, I don't know if importing them is really in the... or exporting them is in the spirit of the game. But it's whatever. It's fine. Why is pottery even an option? Probably because the game's going to demand pottery from me later. That would make sense. That should actually give me enough money. Just barely. For that. Now, I could import copper for weapons, too. I don't know if I want to go crazy on that, though. Desirability. Please. Thank you. If you can make it better, make sure you have it, yeah. I'm broke. I don't have any money. Can I build tax collectors? No. Ooh. Trader out to Kyrene. Oh, you buy wood. I don't have enough money to open that. But... oh, I do have enough money to open that. Let's go. More wood producers or more wood buyers? I'll take it. The only real issue, we don't really have... can we cross the water in any way? No. So literally the only wood we have is being clear-cut. Alright. Well, let's go crazy on the wood then, shall we? We might as well go all in on wood. We can do that. We can build a couple more bowyers. Because it is actually worth exporting the composite bows. Let's see. I need to build a physician down here. And now we're just slowly building up our warship wharfs. And hopefully we'll get enough money for another bow archer thing too. Because we will. We will probably definitely need some soldiers on land. They said mostly water, which means partly land. But we have plenty of pops for this. It's just yeah, I'm not quite sure yet how we're going to get the kingdom rating. Unsure. Signs point to... I don't know. I'll probably end up having to build the dynasty mansion and drawing a salary. That would be my guess. We've actually clear-cut the map for the most part. Impressive. Man, this is where, like, if this was the original game, it would be so much better. Because, like, the enemy ships probably come from over here. And you could probably, like, create, like, a blockade here to fight against them. Alright, we have about another year to go before this invasion occurs. I may splurge for another archer fort, even though it'll put me into debt.
We're waiting for some cargo to be delivered to our ship.
I think it'll probably be way worth it. Man, composite bows are so good. Like, I think this is the first mission where we've actually had the opportunity to export them en masse. Because in like a lot of the missions, like you could build them, but you couldn't export them, or you could import them, or you know, some combination of such, or you had to import wood, which made it like not really worth it as so much. But man, they're making me money. They're making me so much money. All right, so let's stop. Let's stop exporting composite bows. You might be like, oh, well, didn't you just say they were making you so much money? I want to equip these boys here with composite bows before I sell more. Okay. So I think next year is when the big fight happens. Maybe? I mean, I could like listen to the objective again. I'm not gonna listen to the objective again.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait till I love the art of the deal.
You just have a bunch of people coming in to buy my wood. Nice. I'm going to try to equip the archers as they go. Desirability here is too low. I don't really know why I'm trying to upgrade these houses. They can't upgrade any farther. This is it. I have a 13% unemployment. I guess if I upgrade the archers as I go, I can still probably... Do I want to try importing copper? I kind of do. So, like, what if I did something like this? Let's go back to exporting... Oh. Exporting composite bows. When they're under or over 4, we're going to import copper, 400 copper, and we're going to produce a couple weapons. Not a lot, just a couple. I'm gonna see if I can get like a group of boys, a group of stabby boys in on this, just in case. I should probably build another warship. Let's do it. Why not? I'm not quite sure what this big fight is going to entail, so I'm trying to diversify my resources a little bit. Make sure I have everything that I need. Okay, a little bit of debt. That's okay. Come here.
I love the art of the deal.
I'm about to have a lot more debts, but that's okay. Especially at the end of the year. We'll have some angry pharaohs. But it's fine. We should be able to make that up with the composite bows. 1 year to go. Ba-ba-bum. I think we'll do okay. This is the buggy, broken mess of a combat system that the remake has. So maybe it won't be okay. It's either gonna be a I win it or I lose it, basically. Alright, here comes the wood buyers to buy all of our wood. That should help our dad. Hopefully they get there before the year ticks over. I hope the game had the presence of mind to put a big kingdom rating boost in if we actually win this battle. With the way I've seen the game, I doubt it. Unless the original game had it. But I can hope. I can always hope. These composite bows are so good. I've been sleeping on them. I've been sleeping on the composite bows.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
That should be fine. I'm not really importing that much copper. So I should still be okay. I wonder if it's just going to, like, jump me into a battle, or if it's just going to warn me, like, a month out that it's coming. I'm kind of surprised I haven't gotten a warning yet. Like, usually the game would be like, oh, you're about to get attacked in a year. And this is the point where I debate, would it be better to build a ship, or would it be better to build a warrior fort? An infantry fort. I'm hoping I can build both. Where do you expect me to get the fish from, dude? Where do you expect me to get the fish? Do you expect me to import the fish? Okay, you could just import the fish, but whatever. I'll import the fish. I'll do the thing. It's fine. I'll do your job for you. That's always been the way it's been with this game, yeah? Ooh, Downtown Abbey movie? Nice. Okay. Alright, we have 2 groups of archers with composite bows. I think we go for the ship if we get enough money to build another ship. I know I was importing the copper for warriors, but the game did emphasize navy over army. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm even going to go into debt to build this. This is going to be a wash. This is going to be the most disappointing. Can't hurt to have 1 infantry. It can hurt my bank account. There we go. A Roman army will reach my city in 4 months. That's what I was waiting for. Let's go. Alright, I'm not building any more archers, so I can sell all of the composite bows. Every single one. This is all profit now. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. This is good. This will be the battle. This will be a battle of our time. It'll be glorious. Beautiful. We're not gonna know where to look. There's gonna be chaos. There's gonna be soldiers everywhere, blood spraying all over the place. Arms, limbs flying off. It's just gonna be like one of those gritty World War II movies where like everything is no fish, Fish, no! No! Oh, bazaars! No! I needed that fish! I needed the fish! Thwarted again by my own bazaars. Come on, game. I needed that. Whatever. I didn't need that fish anyway. There's just an entire city out there that's gonna starve. Who cares? 1,500 wood? Alright. Now you're getting a little bit crazy, game. Look, I know you can't see me shaking my head in disappointment, but I'm shaking my head in disappointment. And we're not, of course, we're not going to get another trader in time, probably. All right, here we go, folks. I thought it was October, but it's September. Oh no, the famine. Not the famine. Oh no, we're gonna fight over the famine. I hate this game sometimes. Wow. That, yeah. That was a little bit of a fight. No! Tempest. That can't be it, though. Like, we can't be done. Right? Like, there's gonna be another fight. There's gotta be. Alright, I'm really getting tired of these malaria pop-ups. There we go. Another army showing up in a month? That's what I wanted to see. That's what we're talking about. Combat in this game is so stupid. Hey, our kingdom rating climbed. Hey. It's too bad, like, what happened to all of our people? Did all of our people die from famine? What? Where did all of our people go? What? Excuse me? Whatever, game. Like, a bunch of our, like, houses just don't have people in them. It's fine. They'll repopulate. They always do. They're like rats. Yeah, it's malaria. Malaria is actually killing all of my people. I think that's the first time malaria has, like, actually had, like, a big effect on my city. Ever. Like, I know the game's gonna say that I won, but I still want to see if there's any more big attacks. I don't know if there will be or not. No, I'm gonna keep governing. Oh, we're actually kind of accumulating a bit of debt here. Oh, it's because of... No? It's because I'm stockpiling wood. Yeah, that would do it. That always happens. Whenever there is a request for a resource, I always forget to go in and unstockpile it. I'm starting to be inclined to think that we may be done, folks. We'll give it a couple more years, see if there's another big Roman attack. I'm just checking my watch here. You don't got much more time to attack me, Rome. I can actually look this up online. So it is the same requirements in the original game. Population of 1,000 and kingdom rating of 5 at 50. So you could literally do the exact same thing. Oh no! There's a number of months you have to survive. Oh, that's what the change was. So in the original game, I'm gonna take a quick look-see here. See if I can do this without ruining everything. Where is it? Is it you? No. Is it you? So I'm gonna bring up. Oh geez. Hold on. Hit the screen. There we go. So this is Sajak's Let's Play. Yeah, 10,000 followers. Nice. But in the original mission. Yeah, it was only 1,000 people, 50 kingdom rating, right here, but then it was a survival mission. You had to survive for, a certain number of months before you could win. So if we go the whole way to the end here, let's see. Yeah, so 30 BC was the end. So with that in mind, we are definitely well past 30 BC. So, yeah. So it goes back to the remake being not very forgiving to the expansion content for the game. So we noticed that a lot with Pharaoh, with the remake, is that once we got into the Valley of Kings, and I mentioned this before, it kind of feels like the devs didn't play that far. So the original, even if you had the requirements, you still wouldn't win because you needed to survive. Correct. But in the remake, in a new era, timers don't work. They don't exist. So like there's multiple missions that have timers because they didn't play that far. I would be willing to bet that I want to be a little bit careful with what I say because this is on the internet. I would be willing to bet that a lot of the missions were simply one-for-one imported into the game, and the farther along the missions were, the less likely it was, or the more likely it was to find bugs, because the less likely it was that they played that far. They probably didn't even know at the time that there were timers in the game, would be my guess. But it still begs the question, this game came out in 2022, I think. Let's see, 2023. So that was 2 years ago. And I know they listened to their community because their combat system was a whole lot worse when the game first came out. So unless this was physically impossible to add it after the fact, why would they not add it in? And that also begs the question, like, you know, Tut in the Valley here is notorious for having a time limit, a very short time limit. That didn't work either. A lot of these missions that have really small and easy win conditions, a lot of them probably had timers on them. And that's probably why I didn't have much difficulty with it. Of course, a lot of them we flubbed up because of the prosperity requirements, but this one's just sad. And you would think that they would look at like these requirements and be like, why are they so low? And then do research on as to why. And then either do research into why and fix the problem the way the original did it, or just make the requirements harder. Like, that's another option. Instead of relying on time limits, or timers, I guess I should say, what they could have done was make the mission harder so that it would take you at least as long as the survival timer to complete it. But I don't know. I don't have an answer. And I mean, as I played through this game, I enjoyed it. I did. I don't hate it. I'll probably play it again at some point. Maybe I will go back and play it on a harder difficulty. I could also jump in and do some of these... Ooh, where am I going? Okay. Yeah. No. I could also jump in and do some of these custom missions. Maybe not like the campaign sandboxes, but like any of these that have requirements I could do. That could be interesting. But I just constantly ask myself, like, why does this mission exist? Or why does this game exist? Not this mission. This mission exists because somebody made it. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out why. I do not understand why they chose to completely remake the game rather than just make an HD remaster of the original. In my opinion, there's about two options. Either A, they couldn't get the source code, like the original source code, so they had to make it from scratch. B, it was so outdated and so broken and messy that they chose to just throw it all out the window and make their own. Or I guess C, maybe Impressions Games wouldn't allow them to use the original code for whatever reason. I don't know why. All you have to do is buy it cheap on GOG and reverse engineer it. Yes, but it's not that simple. There are examples of people reverse engineering old games online. Like, what was the one that I saw? There was somebody tried to reverse engineer another game. Oh, someone tried to reverse engineer Lego Island. Or they decompiled Lego Island, and it took them several years to do it. Lego Island is a super old game, too. Lego Island came out... Oh boy. 2007. And it took them several years to get a close match to the code to actually be able to play that game from beginning to end. So it's very possible that they just couldn't decompile the code in such a way to have easy access it, and it just would have been faster to make your own. Very possible, maybe even likely, especially if they didn't have like access to the original decompiled files, which for a game that's 100 billion years old like Pharaoh, why would Impressions keep this code around, right? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just such a weird thing for me. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. It has its flaws, and more of those flaws came out the more that I played it. The monument building was a little bit lackluster. The pyramids were really good, but, you know, that's the one thing that I would expect them to get right. But, you know, all of the monuments, none of them really had the same kind of heart that I felt like the original game had. And then obviously, like, we run into is just the broken mess that is the expansion content with all of the triggers that don't work and the missions that are just completely broken. But yeah, that's it. Like, that's the game. We finished the game. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I finished the game. What was the last game that I finished? Hold on a second. Let me do a little bit of looking here. The last game that I finished is Spiritfarer? Was it Spiritfarer back in January? Oh no, was it Spiritfarer? It might have been Spiritfarer, guys. Oh, man. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. I don't think I'm done with city builders. I may not even be done with Pharaoh. Like I said, it could be fun to come in here and, like, just fiddle around with some of the custom missions. Not the sandboxes, because, I mean, they're sandboxes. There's no end to them. But, like, you know, I could do any of these missions that actually have requirements. There's a lot here. Some of them are potentially pretty interesting. Hardest difficulty. And I could also play the game on the hardest difficulty, yes. I'd have to restart, funnily enough. It locks you out of the campaign. That's interesting. Give it a try? Maybe. But I think when I'm done with... I'm done with Pharaoh now, obviously. But when I'm done with Caesar 3, I'm probably going to take a break from City Builders for a while. Because I'm going to need a break. Updating your Twitch info. Some tags were removed due to moderation rules. No. What? Apparently the word no is against the rules? Okay, whatever, Twitch. Give it a try, the first mission. Alright. Alright, we'll give it a try. Where do I change the difficulty? I haven't changed the difficulty in for so long. Is it in the options? It's probably in the options. Yes, I know how to play the game. Options? Difficulty. Oh no! They only have easy, normal, and hard! They don't have the hardest difficulty. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're gonna do. This is going to break everything. I'm warning you now, this is going to break everything. Did it work? Yes. Okay, I see it now. Okay. Get rid of that. There's only one family for me, and it's that one. Oh, everything's broken. My second monitor is just a bright white screen. All of my icons are on my third monitor. It's great. It's great. Let's let's go. Pre-dynastic period Egypt.
It
Oh,
is
no.
said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
Please don't break.
So may the story of a great
There's a
nation
reason why I
begin
chose
with
the remake
one
to play this, by the way.
The
But no,
Red
this is actually
Land
working
has
kind of
given birth
okay.
to such a dream.
I'm slightly surprised.
Clans of nomads carry it in their heart, across the immeasurable desert and
You know,
into
we don't
the
have to
land
watch the intro movie, but I wanted to watch the intro movie. Because it's been like 100 years. How did you capture it? It's display capture. Oh no, it's so quiet. Oh no, it's so quiet. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna do a reenactment. Welcome to ancient Egypt, land of the pharaohs. Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story that spans more than 15 generations and 24 centuries. Wait. 15 centuries and 24 generations. You must lead one family generation by generation. Keep it from its earliest beginnings in Egyptian prehistory, including the dawn of his civilization, to the establishment of a unique and powerful empire and beyond. Our story begins more than 5,000 years ago along the banks of the Nile River, in the area known as Nubt. Here, a small confederacy of clans struggle to eke out an existence in the harsh environment. With you at its head, your family leads the small settlement. You only have one monitor, so I would also show OBS and all. The only way I'm reading your messages right now is through my cell phone. All right, let's go. First thing you need to do is build houses. Oh my goodness, and roads. Be careful with crossroads, even though you need to build like 1,000,000 of them. Every intersection walkers must choose which way to go. Oh boy. Plan roads carefully with as few intersections as possible. A path with these immigrants reach your city is known as the Kingdom Road. Okay. Alright. We're doing this, chat. We don't have access to fresh water. So you're going to have to imagine me not caring. And, I forget how wide wells provide. Oh, it's really bad. It's really bad. There's a reason I never use wells. By the way, I'm almost out of my money. All right. We have people coming in. Let's go. We're gonna need to get food soon. Nobody does pass the tutorial. Oh, we don't see the top? Uh-oh. I don't know if I have an answer to that. You know, we're just gonna have to live with it. We're gonna have to live with not being able to see my money, the year it is, and my population. Look, this is just a one-off thing. We could call it like a special bonus mission. Let's go. We're on a time limit. If we don't finish this mission quickly, we'll run out of money. There we go. These all need food from a bazaar. All right, Gabe. I have immigrants now. Do you want to progress the tutorial so I can make food too? Also, the game is still super quiet. Oh, that would be why. There we go. Nice. Perfect. All right, so what were our requirements again? 6 meager shanties. Okay. So we don't have a population requirement. We just need to upgrade our houses. We can do that. I'm gonna plan for the future a little bit here. Okay, game. Are you you're going to progress the tutorial for me? All of my houses now have people in them. We probably have to hit some arbitrary number of people. It's probably 50 or 150. We're at 133, by the way. It's so weird that you can't see the top. I mean, it's functional at this point, so I'm afraid to monkey with anything. But if I were ever to come back and play through the original game for some reason, I would have to fix that. I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so we can now access the granary. And we can do hunting lodges. There we go. And we can put bazaars down. Also, we're almost out of money. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Do we have enough houses? I think we do. We only need 6 meager shanties. I just tried to zoom in. This game, you don't zoom in. You don't zoom in at all. Okay, so the bazaar should go get the food. I probably only needed 1 bazaar. Clean water? I don't think we need that. I always feel like there should be more of a need for wells. That's something that has always bothered me about any of these city builders. And, you know, it happens in Caesar as well. Like, once you get access to water supplies, there is zero, absolutely no reason to ever build a well. Once you get access to clean water, what the heck? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair too. It used to be on a 4x3 monitor. Alright, let's build a firehouse so my city doesn't burn down. Oof, look at that fire spread. Also, I don't even know if chat is showing on screen. It may not be. I'm not worried about it, though. It is what it is. Again, I wasn't planning on doing this, so nothing's set up properly. Okay, it is? Awesome. That's good. At least something's working right. Hey! We've completed the first mission.
Well done.
What do you mean least difficult, normal?
Food and protecting their homes from fire and collapse.
What?
You have helped this fledgling
That's not my name.
take its first step on the long road.
Game, what did you do to me?
After many years and the passing of a
What? Lee. Oh no. Not again. Very hard. I was on very hard, right?
Egypt.
1875? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was fine. Maybe it was just showing me the last, like, time it was played. Who knows? You can check difficulty. I mean, it's definitely on very hard now. Yeah, it's definitely on very hard now. Oh. Wait. Hold on. Stop it. Too fast. Too fast. No, everything's burning down. As I know, there's a fire in the city. Thank you. Psh, plus and minus. Hotkeys are for noobs. I never use hotkeys. I'm too lazy for that stuff. Oops, I didn't mean to delete that. Ah, I can't use plus and minus because it's not available in this assignment. Pauses, but plus and minus isn't. Weird. Look, I didn't make the game. I can't help it. I have no power here. Okay, so we should be able to complete this mission pretty quickly. By the way, like, this is why I mentioned how absolutely, completely, and utterly broken hunters are in the remake, because this does not happen. Hunters do not chase around game forever and ever like they did in the original game. That just didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. But in the remake, they just casually walk up and shoot the game, as if the game had no survival instinct. They can be. You can, like, block them in with, like, housing and whatnot. And, like, it's super easy to kill them. But they're absurd in the remake. Absolutely absurd. And it's all because this doesn't happen. You don't even have to, like, shenanigans them or trap them with buildings. They just walk up and casually shoot them. Okay, what's the problem here? Desirability? What? What are you talking about? What you talk about, Willis? You don't do desirability here. What do you think this is? The second mission? All right, let's speed things up a little bit, shall we? Zip zap zibbity bop. I also got a collapse building. Nice. Oh, it was our bazaar? Gross. That's fine. Oh no, out of money. It's fine. It is a-okay. There we go.
Well done. By filling your people's bellies with nourishing food and protecting their homes from...
Oh, that's the score. Okay, I understand now.
Take its first step on the long road of history.
So apparently playing on a very hard difficulty doesn't like arbitrarily inflate your score. That's too bad.
After many
Cool. But yeah, that's all we're doing of this. Like, I might go back and play through the original game. So, if I come back to Pharaoh to play on very hard, I think I'm gonna do it on the original. I don't think I'm gonna do it on the remake. But that'll be for another time. I think we're done with Pharaoh for now. And like I said, I think when we're done with Caesar 3, we're going to be done with city builders for a while. We'll definitely come back to the genre. Like I said, I bought Zeus and Poseidon on Steam. I'm going to look at buying a copy of Emperor as well. I also bought Nebuchadnezzar, which was kind of like an indie-ish inspired game that was inspired by the Impressions games. But yeah, I think this is it for ancient Egypt, at least for now. I think I mentioned this at one point, once or twice, that it would be cool to like have people either make or suggest missions for me to play, either in the original or the remake. I think that could be a lot of fun. But I mean, I don't really have the follower base for that. I could just look up at the workshop, I guess, or look online for custom missions. But we'll see. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And, yeah, this is where we're gonna be ending this one. There's at least one mission that's impossible to win on hardest and hard because of a miscalculation. It's impossible to get the beauty needed, because on hard, estimated value, max beauty is lower than the requirement. That makes sense. Yeah, so I have to... This is why I hate this. I have to go to this point to end the stream. So you get a nice little cool look at all the Pharaoh memes once again. But we'll see you next time, folks. Happy gaming.